I'm an Indian, or should I say I'm a Hindu. It's one and the same thing after all. The reason I decided to make this video is because I was kind of disturbed with all those vandalisms that were going on with this simple movie, PK, which I really loved. And I had to get this message out to all these vandals, and if you allowed me, the hijackers of Hinduism. And the reason I call them hijackers of Hinduism because one question I would like to ask them: who the fuck gave you right to speak on my behalf? Who the fuck gave you right to present my case to the world and call yourself Hindu? Who the fuck gave you right to present my case when you don't even know what my case is? Do you even know what Hindu is? When you say something is against Hindu or something is for Hindu, what does that even mean? It has no basis whatsoever. Hindu is just a word. Hindu is just a word that is used for a civilization that was born next to Indus Valley or Indus River. And that's all it means. Whatever that was born in this land is what's called Hindu. So who the fuck gives you right to question my idea of Hinduism? Who the fuck gives you right to question the very idea that gives me sense of belonging, the very idea that gives me sense of pride? Who the fuck gives you that right? Let me explain to you what Hindu is. It includes everything that was born near Indus Valley. It includes history of Ramayana, it includes history of Mahabharata. It includes the history of Mahabharata, it includes the history of Buddhism, it includes the history of Kama Sutra, it includes the history of Vedas, it includes the history of Upanishads, it includes the history of Puranas, it includes the history of even the invasions by Muhammad Ghazni, it includes the history of Babur, it includes the history of Akbar, it includes the history of Guptas, it includes the history of Chanakya, it includes the history of Chola, it includes the history of Shivaji, it includes the history of rise and fall of British Empire, it includes the history of Gandhi till today, it includes every damn thing that's born, raised and survived on this land of Indus Valley. That's what Hindu is. So the very concept which includes everything, which has no external to it, how can anything be against it or anything be for it? How can anything insult it, as you may call it? There is no way that can happen because it includes everything. Whether it's good, bad, in conventional terms, it includes it. And that's what we call universal consciousness. And if you don't understand that, it's your problem. But at least don't present my case. Do not represent me because you don't understand the very basic concept on which this civilization was built. You don't fucking understand the basic concept on which this idea was built. And that's exactly what I'm trying to get at. So my humble request to you guys is whatever dogmas you have in your head, please keep it to them yourself. Do not try and represent everyone around you. You speak for just yourself. You don't speak for me. You don't speak for most of the people I know. So please keep it to yourself. That's my humble request. And to all, please go and watch PK. It's an amazing movie, very well made, and I simply loved it. It doesn't insult anything that Hinduism stands for. It just insults dogmas and idiosyncrasies. And we don't have any dogmas to insult. We don't have any idiosyncrasies to insult. There is no one book or there is no one prophet. We don't divide the world into believers and non-believers. So there is no way it can insult Hinduism. But it insults the nutjobs like these who are trying to bring Hinduism down to that dogmatic level. And that's what I'm trying to